It's been a long time. Yes, it has been, and it's been way too long. And I just want to apologize to all my faithful followers and supporters who have been asking me where the I went. So let's just start off right off the bat by saying I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Today we have yet another sneaker kind of unboxing, not really, just more of like a show off and then review and tell you guys what I think of it and why I bought it. And let's just show you guys the box. Bam, white as sour cream. It just says by you. I kind of watched a lot of YouTube videos by Jock Slade and other YouTubers, and I was like, you know what? I want to make these. And without further ado, show you the sneakers. Boom! Nike Kyrie 6. Might be thinking, well, these are just another pair of like basketball shoes that you've reviewed like 300 times on your channel, and like it's kind of getting boring and stuff like that at this point. There is a big difference between sneakers I've reviewed in the past and these ones right here, because these are kind of like a copycat of another sneaker that a lot of people might recognize and a lot of people might not. But if you have seen this shoe, you would know exactly what it is by the side of the shoe. I'll give you a couple seconds. This right here. This right here is the Nike Kyrie 6, as you know, but right here, that is the Nike Air Yeezy 2 Platinum, I believe that's like the full name of it. Basically, everyone knows them as the Yeezy Platinums, but this right here is an insanely popular copycat of it. I've seen other people doing the exact same thing I did, which is basically just going into Nike by you, taking the Kyrie 6 and customizing it exactly how I'm showing in this video right here. Hopefully, it's there. That's basically what I did. I ordered it. It came here in this box, and this is exactly what it looks like. Now there is another pair of the Nike Air Yeezy 2s. I'm not sure. I think they're called like the Solars or something like that. There's a picture right here what they look like. Those ones right there can also be made in the Nike By You section, but I decided not to like make them myself because I thought that the white one looked a little crispier, especially with like the like, I don't know, I find that the white and the red aesthetic looks really, really clean, and that's personally what I wanted. Also, where I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, it's not exactly like Yeezys are being, shown off every single day on the street, so I figured that if I got something that looked exactly like it, people might start like taking a look at my sneakers, because these are pretty damn cool. I will go quickly through like an overview of the materials, the cushioning, the support, all that type of stuff for all you sneakerheads and actual like hoopers and stuff like that who might actually wear these on the court, because they are obviously court ready. So the upper is a combination of leather, mesh, and a fuse overlay along the edges of the mesh traction areas. Then the back heel counter, it's made of like this hard shell plastic. And it's also kind of soft. I'm not really sure, but it's just a nice plastic that kind of keeps the shoe and gives the shoe itself its form. So the tongue of the shoe feels really premium. The leather that I chose feels really, really premium, and there are other Nike choices like for like premium leather and all type of stuff. You can have like tumble leather, or you can have just like regular flat leather. I chose tumble leather because I'm personally more interested in having a really comfortable shoe off the get-go. And as you know, right here on the very front is this like pull tab thing that makes a really satisfying Velcro sound. That right there is kind of what gives the shoe its form and like ultimately the most lockdown when you're bringing all the basketball aspects into it. Now, as far as traction, the bottom of these are really dirty, as you can see. You got like dirt here and you got dirt here. That's after I wore them for about 3 to 4 hours in the city, so they're gonna get pretty dirty. Just like especially if you have like a really like light colored outsole like a white, or in my case the glow in the dark. I haven't been able to hoop in these yet, and I'm not sure I will hoop in these just because they look super clean, and I feel like if I get them dirty or like scuffed up or something like that, I will never be able to sleep properly. But these are really, really cool looking, and I don't think that the traction is bad. It is actually amazing, as most Kyrie models go. So if you like Kyrie models and you like the traction on them, you'll be definitely satisfied with these. As I said before though, if you are in a little bit of a pickle and you do get something like these dirty, and you live in the Halifax area, you can hit up my boy Classic Souls in Halifax there. He will be able to clean you up. He'll be able to do paint jobs, anything you need. If you have a question, you can always message him on Instagram or on Facebook. Really cool guy, and I've seen him clean up like triple weight Ultra Boosts before. They look amazing, so hit him up if you're in the Halifax area or if you just want to come out. Now, I did do a review on the Kyrie 4s and I think the Kyrie 3s at one point, and I'll show like a little thing up here to show those ones. The cushioning is basically the exact same, although I did feel a little bit more support just because there is like that tumbled sort of like zoom unit in the bottom of these things, so it makes it really, really comfortable to walk in as opposed to like the other ones, but it does not sacrifice anything. There still is a lot of court feel in these, so if you're like walking, you'll definitely still be able to feel the pavement. There's not a lot of like bounce in your step. It's just, it gives you that like really close to earth feeling, but at the same time, it's like your feet won't be aching after a while. If I had to be honest with you guys, when I took this little strap, unstrapped it, and then I strapped it back in and basically lined up the edges here, that right there gave me the most amount of lockdown. It was like a vice. My foot could not move, and some might think that's a bad thing. I think it's an amazing thing. Your foot has complete lockdown. It will not be going anywhere, and your ankle will be fine. The only problem that I have with these shoes right here, and obviously they're an amazing pair of shoes, they look amazing, they feel amazing. The only problem I have with them is their fit. The fit on these is so abnormal. It's not like any other Nike sneaker I've ever worn before. I find that if I go from like Nike to Adidas or whatever the case may be, I find that the fit is always going to be different. But with these, man, it's so weird because I wear like an 11 to 11.5 max in Nikes, and I've only ever worn 12 once, and they were way too giant, so I had to sell them. These are a size 12. In like Ultra Boost and stuff like that, I can fit a 12, I can fit an 11.5, but Nike, it's constantly 11, and in these, I had to get a 12, and that's just so weird. I find that that's really crazy, and I don't know why, but if you're looking to get a pair of these, make sure you go up a size or up a full size. If you can, try them on in store at like Foot Locker, or at my other guy, East Coast Kicks. He has actually a pair of Solars in basically the exact same thing, but the black pair. And if you want to try those on, I believe they're in size 11. You can go to his store, try them on. I believe they might be dead stock, I'm not sure. Everyone has a different foot, so if you are narrow-footed or wide-footed, you might fit differently than me. I personally am like so weird. Sometimes I'm wide and sometimes I'm narrow, so it really just depends on what your foot is. I do think that glow-in-the-dark soles is a super-duper cool feature, and I'm gonna drop a video here, overlay B-roll sort of thing, of the glow-in-the-dark soles in the actual dark. But here on like the regular video, as you can see, they get pretty dirty, so just buyers beware that if you get like a solid colored outsole, it might be a little bit better for like dirt and scuffs and stuff like that. But I've been told that the traction on outdoor courts isn't super duper great, so you might not want to play outdoors with these. Now you get some other small features, like you have, I think it's Humble, although it could be Hustle, that's stitched into like the toe area on the shoe there. You have the 6 or VI written into like the strap there, indicating like the 6th model of Kyrie Irving's shoe. And then as well, you have the engineered for the exact specifications of Kyrie Irving on like the inside of the arch of your shoe sort of thing. I think those details are pretty cool, and honestly, I think these shoes are super duper cool. And although they do represent and then do like a copycat of the Air Yeezy 2 Platinums, I do think that by themselves as well, they're a super duper cool shoe. And I think that when they came out, a lot of people first saw them and were like, oh my god, like I can totally just make a copycat of the Yeezy.
This to me looks like the Nike Air Yeezy 2, which happens to be, oddly enough, a grail of mine.
Which is kind of what I did here. But if you really like those shoes and you want to be able to get them and not spend $7,000 on a pair of sneakers, these will be your more affordable option, and they look super duper clean as well, and you can hoop in them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the on-foot video.
Clear and light. Brown baby.
Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support. If you can like, that would be amazing. If you love this video, you can always subscribe. You can dislike, but I would really appreciate if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me down below, what's your favorite colorway of the Kyrie 6? Let me know as well, like what your favorite hoop shoe is. I personally like the KD 12s right now. They're a really cool shoe. I actually have them right here. They're right behind me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.